intersection of my deepest needs. You were there, I knew, now you know.
Hi there, Virgo. How are you guys doing? It's a beautiful day, and I really hope that this video finds you well. So how have you guys been feeling, Virgo, lately? I'm really sorry for the delay, guys. A lot of things happening for me. So you have a Seven of Pentacles as your overall energy, and it's beautiful because Seven of Pentacles kind of like indicates the thing that, you know, you feel that in your relationship sector you guys have been investing a lot of your energy, of your attentions and your focus, because you're trying so hard to manifest something. Yep. And because something's kind of like quite stressing you out lately, you feel the need to kind of like, well, maybe I'm just going to leave it at that at this very moment, because there's nothing that I could do about it. And the more that I think about it, the more that it's kind of like sending me back into mental imprisonment. And it's just giving me like a lot of anxieties and a lot of anxious feeling. It's just not very, very good. And it's giving me like a lot of fogginess inside of my head too. So what you're doing right now is you're trying to take a step back from the relationship in general, and you're trying to assess in a very, very macroscopic type of view, which is very, very a big thing for a Virgo, you know what I mean? Because I know like a lot of Virgos in my life. My best friend is actually a Virgo. And you do have an eye for details. You do have a thing about worrying about a very, very microscopic and minuscule things, and you feel that it's no longer doing you any type of good to be worrying over really, really small things, and you're just kind of like detaching yourself away from the situations just a little bit and just trying to give time. And I feel like this is kind of like the overall energy that I've been feeling with the general readings that I've been doing lately, is that people now is no longer wanting to be very, very involved and feeling overwhelmed by the whole thing, and instead of doing so, they're just like distancing themselves and really detaching themselves from the situations altogether. So what is challenging you? You have the Page of Swords. So Page of Swords is an act of protest done by somebody. Why? It's because you do have somebody who just learned something, or they heard something, or they watched something, probably from books, probably from YouTube videos, probably from something. But when they learn about that and they just kind of like bring it up against you in this relationship, if that makes sense. Page of Swords is a very, very harsh card. It could also indicate a bit of a mental manipulations that is going on in your love and relationship sector. And one of the reasons why they're doing this is because they have a fear of rejection or fear of abandonment. So they fear being abandoned by you. They fear of being ignored by you. That's why they're doing this. It's an act of protest, you know. It's healthy if they do it in the open communications. It's not healthy if they switch to mind games. Lima kartu masa lalu. So that means 5 cards in the past. 10 of Pentacles in reverse from their side. King of Cups. They feel that this relationship kind of like lacks a very, very practical ground. They feel that this is what's happening in the past, right? Because this is the 5 cards in the past. They feel that this relationship lacks some practical grounds. They feel that the relationship that they're having with you lacks guaranteed of permanence. And it's something that they don't really feel safe about. But the persona that they're showing to you is the King of Cups, right? I feel like in the past, you guys were kind of like so overwhelmed with other areas of your life. It could be work that is demanding. It could be your family issues that are demanding. It could be your friendship. It could be whatever that it's taxing on you, so that you could never fully give your relationship sector with a certain somebody 100% of your focus. And every time they kind of like try to give you a hint and try to be communicating about what worries them about the practicalities of this relationship, you're like the 4 of Cups. You're not really listening to them, because you feel that the thing that you're doing right now is for their best even eventually, right? So you guys are kind of like quite torn, and also in the middle of the road, because you have the Page of Pentacles in here, what to do about it. They're wondering, and they're frustrating. They're dealing with a lot of thoughts. If you think that you're hurting, this person is hurting even more. They're trying to put 2s and 2s together. Nine of Swords also do have a tendency to create things inside of their head. It's It's okay though. I mean, you don't have 7 of cups in there. So meaning that there's nothing that they're creating inside of their head, but they're like worrying a lot about this relationship with you. And you're trying to be, yeah, but you're just not willing to, you just don't understand where this worry is coming from. You feel that you need a break. You feel that this relationship no longer is give you the good feels that you're looking for. Therefore, you're emotionally walking away from this relationship. And whoever it is that you're dealing with, I mean, if you're only dealing with one person, this person is really, 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 really torn about it. This person is really sad, confused, mourning over the loss of you and all that stuff. Lima kartu masa depan, that means 5 cards in the future. King of Wands in reverse. 5 of Wands. 4 of Swords. 9 of Wands. Chariot card. There's still love there, but this love really needs a little bit of a Saturnian influence in there. It can never be like this again. So I feel that in the past, this person is kind of like quite protesting on you because, you know, the thing is that with you, you've always been there for them, but it seems as if like they're never really appreciative of that. That's why now you're kind of like really wanting to take care and secure your emotions altogether by not letting this person, whatever it is that this person is trying to do to you, you don't let it get into you emotionally. You know what I mean? So that was what happened in the past. And they're like the King of Cups. So they kind of like have this persona of being a very, very loving person, a wise person, you know, somebody who is able to offer you an abundance type of love. Probably you're the only person who knows why you don't let them in emotionally, simply because how they carry themselves in front of your friends, in front of every other people, in front of your bosses or what have you, is very good. And that kind of like leaves you torn with the Page of Pentacles. You know, whether should I trust this person with all of my heart or should I not? This person really wants to manifest something with you, but I feel like you're just not letting this person in emotionally. So this person is putting the 2s and 2s together in here, and they're kind of like worrying a lot about this relationship. You no longer feel the honeymoon phase. You just kind of like wants to emotionally check out from this relationship because you feel that you're now given a choice by the universe or God himself. Right? Because you have the Lover's card here, and the Lover's card is always about choices. And this other person too that you're dealing with, if you're only dealing with one person, they're also indecisive about what to make up of all of these things. So in the future, because that frustrations, they just don't seem to have this healthy way to be communicating it for some reasons. Yes. So in the future, they're like the 5 of Wands. So be careful of trying to engage a fight with this person. I think what you're doing right now with just turning your backs in the whole relationship in general and not trying to worry about the small, minuscule part of the relationship is a good thing for you, simply because you're dealing with somebody who's just not in a very, very good, you know, condition. And in the future, they're going to have like a little bit of an active protest, something that you don't really want to listen about. Because here's the thing, I understand your point of view. I know for real that once Virgo is in love, you're willing to do anything. There's a reason why Mars and Virgo in tarot is Knight of Pentacles. It's because you took pride on helping somebody that you love. You took pride on being useful to somebody. But then, because you know that side of you, you know that best part of you, you're wary about who you give your unwavering devotions and loyalty towards. And for some reasons, you just cannot help but to not trust this person. So this person in the future is going to be doing an active King of Wands in reverse. So King of Wands is... they might, through a bit of tantrums, they might throw in blaming, 5 of Wands, Five of Wands, especially in this particular deck of mine, is just, it's a no-win situation. You know what I mean? It's like nobody is end up going to be a victor in the situation because everybody just gonna get burned. But I feel like the point that they're trying to make in the future when they're doing this to you is they're trying to lash out that their frustration. But you're just not willing to think about it because you feel that, gee, damn, man or woman, I tried all ways with you. Probably 8 times I tried with you. You know, and every single time I try to do it with you, I get burned and burned and burned. Do you still care? Yes, you do. You have a Chariot, you just want to move forward, but the Chariot in this particular deck of mine is a bit confused Chariot because something about this person is still tempting for you to think about, to focus about. But you want to go to the other direction. Because you feel like you've had it, you know? You just want to stop thinking about it. You just want to let your mind to rest. Put your mind to rest for just a little bit. You need some space. You need to go back into being a real Virgo who is like a hermit card, you know, like somebody who isolate themselves and ask themselves, like meditate and ask yourself, what is it that I truly need in my life right now? Do I really need this type of person or do I not? What do I need to understand myself better? What type of narratives do I have in my life? That's why I'm kind of like attracting these type of people in my life and all that. So you need to be on that hermit mode right now, more than ever, to be honest with you, Virgo. What is it that they want? I'm sorry, but I'm just kind of like confused and nosy. What is it that they want from Virgo? So yeah, what they want from you is just like confirmations, just words of affirmations, a lot of cuddles. They want you to fill them with beautiful things, and although it's 7 of Cups, you're dealing with somebody who is very, very keen on words of affirmation. And what words of affirmation means is just that kind words that lift somebody up. You know what I mean? It's like, oh wow, you look so pretty today. Oh wow, I love you. Oh wow, you're awesome. Oh wow. Those kinds of affirmations is the thing that they need to you. And although it's like the 7 of Cups, but they kind of need it because they need that affirmation. They need that confirmation. They need to feel that they're loved. They need to feel that they're wanted. They need to feel that they're being prioritized. So if you're still open to want to have something with this person, I highly recommend you to start doing this word of affirmation. You know, after all, I mean, this is your reading. Yes, this is not somebody else's reading. Instead of emotionally shutting them off, which is just going to cause more and more toxic environment in the future. And I'm only saying this if you guys are still into them and you still want to work things out with them. If you want to move on, that's going to be a different stories. After this, I'm going to be talking about that, all right? But if you still want them in your life, just give them that word of affirmation instead of kind of like emotionally shutting them off. You know what they want. You know what they need. Try to, I don't know, just be nice with your words. Just be, okay, I understand, I'm really sorry, I love you, you know I only want you right, and all that stuff. That's enough. That's what they want. That's what they need to hear. Yes? But, however, if you truly don't want this person any longer, I suggest to you that everything that they're doing in the future, that is a bit, self-undoing, and probably trying to put the blame on you or trying to make your life more hectic and more dizzier than ever. Just ignore it. Don't get tempted into helping this person. What you're doing with just shutting off your thoughts and energies about this person is the right thing. And just move forward with that Chariot, with that masculine drive that you're having right now to your better future if you want to. All right? So that is it if you guys are dealing with one person. And if you guys are dealing with one person and you're over this person and you want to get over and done with this person and you're looking to date and you make efforts to date, wait a minute, I need to check whether my mic is on or not, guys. It's on. If you really want to date and you're really making efforts to, mingles and all that stuff, I feel like right now it's not really a good time. January is not really a good time for you to be dating around. Just go into the hermit mode for a little bit, because the energy that you're attracting is very much of a King of Wands in reverse. People who try to use you, people who try to, it's just not healthy. Just go on hermit mode if you really want to move on and you're ready to mingle and ready to date. Just be alone with yourself, heal yourself first before you even get to think of being or dealing with somebody else in your relationship sector. All right, so that is it if you guys are dealing with one person. So if you guys are dealing with one person, your reading ends now. Now we're moving on to if you guys are dealing with two people. So if you guys are dealing with two people, person A is somebody who shows their emotional availability towards you. This person seems as if like they seems to be there caring for you. They're very, very certain of their connections with you. They really want to manifest this relationship with you. For some reasons in the past, though, you guys are like the Page of Pentacles. You're very wary about whether or not you want to be investing in this relationship or not. So you're there, but you're not there. You know what I mean? You're never really letting this person emotionally walk into your life 100%, because you're still in that assessing situation, right? In the now, this person is then going to be communicating to you their frustrations, their anxieties, all of those stuff that there's been happening inside of their head. It might come off as being harsh. It might come off as being overbearing for you. And for some reasons, you just don't see the light of this relationship any longer. Therefore, you're trying to emotionally walk away from this person. In the future, this person is then trying to cause a fight with you with that Five of Wands. They're going to be like, see, Virgo, I always knew that you never cared about me, and blah, 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 blah. Try to put a blame on you and all that. And you guys are going to be tempted to, engage or not to engage. Engage or not to engage, but I feel like you guys are just going to be like the King of Swords. The King of Swords is just like, yeah, whatever you said, as long as you don't touch something that is very sensitive for me, I'm not going to react. But if you do, then I'm going to touch you with my swords. So you kind of like get your armor suit up and all that in order for you to not get hurt. You try not to think much about relationship sector, I feel like, in this week to come, Virgo. I've got to be honest with you. That's person A. How about person B, Anisa? Person B is just somebody that you had a falling out for, right? Because this person feels that both of you don't have any type of similarities whatsoever. You don't have an emotional similarities. You don't have the same need. You don't have anything. And with this person, you're just not letting this person in. This person right now is just trying to make up of what to do with you. They're also comparing you with other people as well. And with this person, you feel the need that you're in a choices. Like, what is it that you need to do? In the future, this person is going to, if you're dealing with two people are going to drive you nuts, man, seriously. Because you got one person who's going to put blame on you, and then you're going to have one person who's playing the victim. And you're like, whoa, where does this come from? Like right now, I kind of like have faith in this relationship. So person B is just somebody who you reasonably have faith in, and person A is somebody who you just walk away from. But person B, sorry, it is somebody that you just currently have faith on, and then in the future they're starting to kind of like have like a lot of fears of being abandoned by you. They show you their dark side, and you're like, whoa, where does this come from? Who are you? I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting this from person A. I wasn't expecting this from person B. So you trying to take a macroscopic level point of view and attaching yourself and going into a hermit mode, I feel like it's the best kind of like attitude to go for, especially, you know, in this week of January, because it is what it is. All right. Okay, so I think that is it for my reading for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for, and I hope you have a really great week ahead. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.
If I love you and you love me, let's plant a seed, watch it grow into a tree, baby. Why don't we grow some nectarines, baby? Why don't we grow a little